guys? How you guys doing? How's your weekend going? Actually, it's Monday, going on Tuesday. Sorry. I used to go on live like Sunday nights, but I do co-parenting the weekends. I preach about co-parenting. If marriage falls apart, easier said than done initially wise, but it's a blessing in disguise. If you start your healing journey as a single parent, both sides be a lot better because then you get the potential to do co-parenting. If you start becoming too narcissistic on one side of the parents, take more on the male side, then you use the courts, parallel parenting, and which sucks, but potentially trigger him wise, and he becomes, with decisions for your own choice, a deadbeat father. If the kids effort, I'm out. Because the feelings, when it comes to kids, the breakups and bullshit, divorces, it's the feelings part, and it's easier said than done every which way, but patience is a virtue first and foremost, and then having a real support team to have these conversations help a lot every which way. I've been doing this for 5 years. Starting my 6th season, live podcast. I'll do it to my last day in breath. For you guys, not for myself. I say it all the time, I'm blessed. I love the audience. I love the one-on-ones. And I just teach about raw, real life, raw, real feelings. These talks of love, broken quarter relationships, kids are about co-parenting, and the healing journey. The healing journey, the awakening journey, the last hardest one, the woke journey. Now you get your life back. Easy said and done, but I coach you and guide you. But here's the kicker, I can't fix, change, or save anyone in the universe at all. Physically, yes I could. If I have money, financially, yes I could. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, no I can't. Higher source can't. Nobody can do it for you but the person marry yourself. What? But what we can do for each other is heal, guide, support, uplift, forewarn. Show love to each other. We can do that for everybody, every which way. And remember this, nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. That is your free one choice. Every which way. And that's why as a being, I tell stories, I play clips. And my gift is trigger people. What? Because it's just feelings. Here's the best part. I'm a person behind a screen. I'm a cyber person telling you I don't exist. But the cool thing about technology, a cell phone, you can test yourself as a being. If you want to be more the queens, you're on the empathetic, empathetic wise, and do the healing journey. And you're trying to feel your feelings. A lot of the boys are narcissistic. We're not taught feelings. We're not taught these conversations. That's why we're hard workers, right? We work hard on our friendships, our co-workerships, our friends on social media. We do not work hard on our relationships. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. And we love God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spirit, our ancestors. But we're mistreating our partners every which way. Mochi cheating, verbally abusive, passing on the DMs, physically abusive, being fuckboys. And we love higher source. Remember this, actions speak louder than words every which way. Just because someone tells you, I love you, it's a term, it's a saying, quote unquote, but remember this. And it's a compliment, but are they actually doing love you wise? Are they going to be honest with you wise? They say I love you, but they're verbally abusive. That I love you don't mean shit. But I get it. That's the person you love, and if I tell you I love you, because it makes you feel good. Just remember this: validation. That's the shitty part of validation, because you don't know this yet, but you don't need people's validation. Some person you need, chase, compete, submit, and need validation from who? You, the person, married, not nobody else. I'm a single 5 kids. I have to go parenting best possible, right? I don't need validation from my 8 kids, my ex or hubby. Family friends, none of you behind the screen. No one in the universe. The only person I need, chase, compete, submit, I need validation from who? The person married myself. I comprehended that 4 years ago. I take it back 5 years ago. And I just tell stories. I walk around these realms, these universes, just telling stories. I'm not a victim. I'm not a warrior survivor at West. That's over to myself. Now when you do the woke journey, now you figure out life, you're just chilling till your last day in breath. Respect when I say that. And that's the part where you just wait. I'm not trying to leave anytime soon. The longer the better I can stay here, but this is a tough story. If I could live like scenario 20 years old, I would do it. If I was allowed to by higher source, the universe is quote unquote, to tell the same story every day background. Like people, you don't need people, man. You want people, kids. Our kids need their parents, caregivers for now, because you was a kid, you became a teenager, a young adult. You still with your parents, nothing wrong with that, as long as everyone gets along best as possible. But if the home's toxic, that's why I preach about homes. Everything starts from home, everyday background. And for everybody out there, the door's right there. I preach about doors, because no one really talks about they'll mention it through all these podcasts, these platforms and shit, but I emphasize that shit. What? The door is right there. All these doors, you go through every day, but going to work, to the gym, your car, walking therapy, hiking, Dubai, New York, whatever. Why do you go back to that door of pain that you bet you about? To all the realms and universes. To the therapist, to the counselor, psychiatrist, whomever. You have nowhere else to go to. Maybe not today, try tomorrow. That's why it's day by day baby steps. And yes, leaving toxic, love, broken, coded relationships easier said than done. Initially, I'll make it sound like easy as fuck. Cause why? I worked on myself 5 years ago. All my tattoos at 39 started my healing journey, and I have blessed a real support team of 10 black workers. I love them all 10 of them because I'm alive back for 10 days. For 88 days, I had 10 people to talk to. All these questions about the universe, these feelings, this pain, will it always be forever? And like they told me, that pain, it's only forever if you allow it to be forever. I can't take it from you. Higher source can't take it from you. What? That's your pain. It's your pain. I can elaborate, tell you stories, my personal stories type of situation, what I was taught, and I pay for it. But remember this, I can't take it from you. And that's the shit. It hurts, it hurts to, initially it hurts to hear that shit. Like, bro, what? To me, it's you. I can't take it from you. I wake up, I go on my day, go my life. You wake up, you're going through a fresh breakup, you're losing your second family. All your energy's on her and the kids. Yeah, it hurts, right? And that's why I preach about kids are stronger more than adults. How so? Because kids don't worry about breakups, divorces, any of that. Respectfully wise, We adults do. Hey, what's up, Queen? How you doing, Jess? How's it going, Queen? Welcome to live. Hey, what's up? ¿Cómo estás? Oh, you know what? I don't think I'm following you. Let me follow you fast. Boom, boom, boom. There we go.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm also gonna be listening probably.
That's totally cool. Welcome to live.
I don't think that I snore anyways. So I guess you'll find out if I fall asleep and let me know.
Yo, right.
Or just mute my mic, okay?
I got you. Yeah, I got a sister on Beagle Squad. I'm so bad with names. They just call her, I know her name's Erica. She'll do the same thing, stuck on vibe, sit there and the Sandman wins and she's snoring away, just mute, the Codependent technology, mute away, And it's cool.
Yeah, that's why I just try to keep it muted.
I just say, if you don't do it, I got you every which way. And remember this, yeah, and all this conversation they're saying to everybody out there, like, I say respectfully, I just pay it forward because it sucks to, wing life. My situation every weekend, and kids in general, like me at the farmers markets, I look at them, I'm just like, these kids don't know what's about to happen to them. They're just chilling, playing with their friends, family, bullshit in life, and overall, living life to the fullest, right? If you want to say kids have the most unconditional love in the universe, for now, because when they get in middle school, high school, and they start catching feelings, that's the shit where everything changes. You whatever your beliefs are, respectfully, whatever your higher source is, nothing's wrong with your higher source, your beliefs, but then all of a sudden, in middle school, high school, I hate kids, And I tell them, this heart right here, these feelings are not factual. You don't know this yet. I know it's like Japanese to you that you catch your feelings, right? But I'm just letting you know, you don't have to comprehend. It's not going to work in your favor, respectfully. But I'm here. Here's the best part. I'm here for you. I can tell you stories every which way. I was you many years ago, Share the life. Thank you for sharing the life. And that's very respectful wise. And I'm not trying to discourage all the young cats. I'm just trying to forewarn you. If you have real support teams, someone to talk about this, to guide you and forewarn you in life, that's a better outcome in the overall. Because when the relationship fails, you ghost, they ghost, you cheat, they cheat, all that bloodbath bullshit, middle school, high school. Now you start having anxiety, all these triggers, negative triggers, anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. Because one person came in your life, you sold them a dream, they sold you a dream. Welcome to life's hard, and it sucks, And that pain, once again, is not forever. It's only if you allow it to be forever. But real support teams help a lot. I promise you that. All the shit I'm saying, I just pay it forward. I say respect to trigger everybody out there. We're all raising correctly. Maybe potentially had empathetic parents, empathetic family. Maybe they're teaching this at a young age. Then you're ahead of the game because you're being what? More aware, more observant of people's energy, which is beautiful. All of everybody else, we are winging life. I pray, I manifest. Nothing's wrong with that, right? But when you have a toxic person by your side, how's it working out for you respectfully, And that's the shit for everybody out there. Every which way, and it sucks. That's why I just go live for you guys. And I love everyone behind the screen. Platonic wise, it's just it'd be nice if someone taught us at a younger age. And once again, me, I'm trying to do like 3 more clips, and I'm trying to remember my eyes. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Chilling with the kids, it's a lot. Like, I know the kids are growing up, but they be yelling a lot, and they be fighting. I tell them, keep your hands to yourself. If you keep your hands to yourself, in this whole universe, if everyone kept their hands to themselves, there would be no physical fighting at all. At all. That's my tattoos. A channel for reason. It says, this is weak monkeys, jails, and prisons. Why? Because all you monkeys that like to fight deserve to be in jails. But you can't put a human in a zoo because that's inhumane. So you got jails and prisons and layway for everybody out there. Respect when I say that. If you're a professional fighter, understandable. That's your profession. That's your job. Understandable. Wild tats on your face, but you got Wi-Fi, so you can't be bad. Oh, all these tattoos. It's for it's an attention getter to map to life. It's in the best part of the petty words. They're all petty words. What's the number one? How you doing? And I say respectfully. They're just words. It's a map to life, like the healing journey. If you break it down really simple, it's the healing journey. So any negative word or positive word, especially when the negative, it triggers you. And the best part, I don't know you. Behind the screen, face to face, if I trigger you with these words, I did my job respectfully, Speaking of, I can't wait to see what you come up with, my friend. Subject. And that's for sure, most definitely. I love your ink therapy once again, and everybody out there, like, ink therapy is beautiful. Everybody has their own stories, their own beliefs, I love your tattoos. Oh, thank you. I pay it forward to universe, and I say respectfully why it's like, especially social media. I've been doing this for like 5 years now, starting my 6th season, and I say respectfully, but I'm the overall observing all these platforms, all these pods, all these influencers, quote unquote. If you have my numbers down, right, especially live sessions, I'm on 9 platforms, 9 cell phones, it's a live podcast, right? Women support women, kids support kids, men do not support men, for nothing about life, we get shitted on. But in my situation in Spanish culture, Hispanic, Latino Spaniards, and my tattoos, Monday Alone, Spanish 101, English, whatever tongue you speak to your tongue to English wise, that's called the beta, a simp. I'm a man, that's talking about feelings, I should be wearing a skirt. Respect, I give no fucks. I don't care about no one's, especially boys, I don't care about boys. What they gotta tell me, they can't even shit about life. They can tell me about mammy bullshit, the beauty, the body, the lust, money, power, and fame, Gucci and Prada, gang my fuel. I know all about that shit. That's biblical conversation. You're man-made rich, which Lucifer gives everyone in the universe. What did Lucifer give to every being in every realm? Mammy bullshit. He'll offer your body, beauty, looks, lust, jobs, money, car, home, OnlyFans, drugs, whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, you're mammy rich. For now, you're doing good. Karma will catch up to you. And when you burn all your bridges and lose everything in life, how's that working out for you respectfully? But God got you. Quote unquote. Your God is respectfully Lucifer's BS, mammy bullshit. But you think Bible talk, God told Jesus, yo, bow down to me. I'll give you everything man made, all the women, money, power, and fame. What did Jesus say? I'm good, I'm blessed. I got my Father. I'm good. And then what happened? Jesus said, swipe left, and he gave us humans, and we're fucking up till this day, especially more on the men's side. So yeah, but I love God, quote unquote. You should be in bed, mister, if you're sleepy. Speaking of, I should be once again, but everyone's beating me up. You going live? Like, yeah, no, I'm going live, I love going live. I know I'm tired, but the positive of my situation, like when I sleep, I die. I have no more insomnia. And I love that. I haven't had insomnia for 5 years in my life. No more staring at my eyelids, staring at the ceilings, and overthinking. My next tattoo, like, I just think about, okay, and I say respect-wise, every time I lay down, I pray to all the sources out there, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, my ancestors, our ancestors, say, yo, give me one more day to live. My situation, have you ever seen me physically? You always see me praying, and I pray to all the sources once again, because I don't know. I'm born as a Catholic, but once again, as kids, whoever raises you, be your, keep it simple, the term caregivers, but that could be your parents, grandparents, your adopted, whatever, right? Everyone teaches something in life, right? And when you get old enough, you can believe that or not believe that is your free will and choice, You're Indian, I mean like Indian American. Oh no, Chris, no, I'm Chicano, Mexican American, Hispanic. Liberal conversations, I'm just a being telling stories. All I see is energy. I see positive energy, squares, negative energy, circles. And I say this respectfully, the last one that I see is, triggering subject, but it's the way I speak, right? And zombies, addiction, addiction. I pray for them, I have compassion for them, but respect, I don't feel sorry for them because all of us have free one choice. everyday background. And I said respectfully, I know it's triggering, but hey, I'm a single father of kids. Why didn't I choose to become a zombie? That's my free one choice. That's everyone's free one choice, you know. But I'm here for them. I talk to many of them. I hear many stories, especially when they're doing their ish and they speak to their higher source, their ancestors. I've heard so many stories in 5 years doing this, right? And I'm cool. I'm happy for you. But when you sober up, come back to reality. This realm, this vessel, back to the 2D world. How you doing? How you holding up? Respectfully. But I get what you do. Why you doing what you're doing? Because you're running from your feelings. I know these conversations the person feels is triggering. I get it, but I'm here for you. I'm here for everyone in every realm. Like I have compassion for you guys. Like, but I can't take this from you. Nobody can do it for you but you. The person married just don't know that yet. If you believe that magic is higher source of sending you a being, potentially, but as a forewarning, they can come in your life, and guess what? You're too traumatized. They can leave, or God forbid, they pass away. And what do you do when this being comes in and helps you out a which way? And higher source, you know what? They took him from you. Be mad at higher source, which you can be. That's your free one choice. But once again, that's not being alone. Face tattoos. It's the loneliness. You're lonely, and you're like, yeah, you finally got a taste of love, quote unquote, and now it's gone. Death's inevitable. We can't stop that. We can prevent it best as possible, but cherish the people you love. Take pictures and videos, technology, because God forbid they pass away, you can rewind time. I'm trying to take more pictures and videos of my kiddos and anybody else that I vibe with, because on Beagle Squad last year, September 2nd, I believe, Munchie, she tried to shoot, reason when I say that, nothing against her, she tried to shoot a shot many times, but respectfully, I don't do opposites attract. I won't do that. And, telling the truth, it might hurt people's feelings, but hey, do you want to tell you, tell you a fib, keep it 100, tell you a lie? I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. Like, especially as a potential partner, I want to bring it down together, like speed dating, like every which way. What's your universe? Before I met you, what are you doing in your life? What's your universe? What's your realm? Vice versa. Let's say make sure we're compatible. We have time for each other, especially you have kids. I got kids. We got to make sure this works on the overall. If not, it's not going to work. Then what? Hey, number one, how you doing? How's it going? Welcome to Live. Hey, you're off the wall. Miami is awesome. Hot chicks every corner. Hey, Chris, okay, Miami, and I said respectfully, as a being, can if you want relations, quote unquote, more on the male side, can you control your lust? Before anyone gets involved in anybody, my tattoos, A and B, Jed and Will Smith, A and B, monogamy, love. All I see is you on both sides, right? Or is it one-sided relationship? Then what? Toxic love. So if you want to test yourself as a being, test your lust. Go to what? The gym, the clean show, quite a bit of flesh. Just trying to say that. Go to the beach and go to the bikini bridge stands. Can you talk to a female in bikini lingerie like a normal conversation? I do this shit all the time. It's simple to do. But what? I control my lust. I don't need a partner. I want a partner. And respect, once again, that's why as a being, can you control your lust? If you can't, you'll always do emotional cheating. Always, always, always. Till last damn breath. Because why? Nothing's wrong looking. But when you've seen a woman or man in your life, that's called emotional cheating. But you love your man. You love your woman, quote unquote. But they ain't doing it, so why are you doing it? Now, why are you doing opposite track? Your love, their toxic love, is not going to work in your favor. For both of you, the door is right there. And to let everyone know, anybody can leave whenever you want to. That is their free one choice. That is your free one choice. No one's going to stop you at all, Respectfully. But that's on you, once again. Facts, 1,000. What's number 2? What's going on? The what? I love on these live sessions, right? Especially more on Beagle. I've noticed more on Beagle wise. Like to have a profile pic of a female, especially a bunch of OnlyFans on here, and then it's a male, and then from different countries. Say, bruh, we spend to say this, and yes, remember this on social media platforms. If you can't handle social media, don't do what I'm doing. This is nine platform, 9 cell phones, right? It's a live podcast. So if it triggers you, stick to one platform, 2, and as you get more comfortable with yourself and you can handle these trolls, then if you want to expand to more. That's why I say respectfully that I've observed no one does what I do. They'll do maybe 3, 4, 5, 4 platforms, live sessions, but they have, and I say respectfully, I respect everyone's boundaries. They have admins. I said people ask me yo, you have admins? Not really. Some are on here, but respectfully, like I love trolls. I love bullies, because guess what? First and foremost, we're digital people. We're cyber people behind the screen. If a cyber person can hurt you with the words respect, when I say this, you have a lot of healing to do. Respectfully, don't worry about nobodies. Everyone behind the screen, if you don't physically know these people, we are nobodies. Just to let you know. So worry about somebody's. Who are somebody's? Physical beings that you know that hurt you. Your parents. Keep it simple. Your toxic parents, your toxic family, your toxic boss, your toxic bully, your toxic partner. Those are somebody's. Worry about somebody's. Don't worry about nobody's. I love saying this. If I'm a nobody to you and I trigger you, especially the cyber bullies, I did my job. Every day above ground, you think about me. Fuck the guy with the tattoos. I wake up, I pray for universe, I go my day, go my life. I don't even think about you. Why do you think about me? Why do you allow me to live in your mansion, your head rent free? That door pain that I added in your traumatized life, I'm eating my popcorn, I'm watching Kill Out of Beauty, smiling your face, living the rent free. Why do you allow me to live rent free in your home? Respectfully, Oh, thank you, Des, for sharing the lives. And I say all respectfully, Hey, baby, can you give me a text? I love that shit. Yo, all these platforms, and I get it. From the female side, OnlyFans, y'all, queens, make your money. Make your hustle rich. A lot of boys are narcissistic. They easily fall to lust. And they fucking, all these pictures. Yo, nothing against you. But there's a kicker. All that money you're making on these platforms over that type of situation, live sessions, why don't you get therapy counseling? Here's the best part. I do gratis, free. I don't charge nothing. They're talking about your feelings. But I know it's personal. I get it. But here's the kicker to call you out. Scenario, idea concept, the date you want love, and the same question I just asked you, the person that you love asks you the same question, what will you do? Push them away? But you love them? And you want relationships, family, kids, the marriage, quote unquote? You have a lot of healing to do, respectfully. And that's my job to trigger everybody. What? Cuss me out. I don't, as a being, just to let you know, I don't care about words. They're irrelevant. All these languages, irrelevant. Bible talk. Why do we speak different tongues? Because these humans back in the day were trying to build a pyramid. Try to get at Jesus. We'll take back God, higher source, right? But obviously then, for the most part, scientists weren't really, and they weren't really too advanced. They didn't know if we go too high, climb too high, we lose oxygen, we can die. I would do this scenario once in a while because I love this conversation to a certain extent. So there's a scenario, you have the slave masters, the slaves pushing for the pyramid, the boulders, and they get too high to a certain elevation, and little by little, they feel lightheaded, and they start passing out, and then they pass away. And what happens? They're dead, right? What happens? The people, the slave masters on the bottom, hey, go check on them because they came back down. The people go check on them, they pass away, and so on and so on. That's why, Bible talk, what I believe is, that's why he made all these languages, so they don't build a pyramid. You can build it, but y'all gonna die, because you don't know this yet. You lose oxygen, kick the bucket. So all you billions that are created, quote unquote, you're not gonna make it. So that's why he scatters every which way. And now we have these languages. And I just warn you, it's just a language. Just because the language doesn't make you better than nobody at all. You can be multilingual type of situation. It's a language. Ask that language for advice to life. All these boys and girls that are too narcissistic, too much pioneer, they can't control. Yeah, you speak better Spanish than I do. That's cool. It don't hurt my feelings. They're just words. But I'm gonna ask you, now Spanish, especially the queens, when you're in this toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. Hey Spanish, why am I sad? Hey Spanish, why am I depressed? Hey Spanish, why is a fuckboy? Fucking crickets. It's just a language. These words, these conversations, the languages have no feelings at all. So why are you feelings about, take it back. Why is all the universes in the feelings about things done the feelings at all? Make that make sense respectfully, And I know it make it sound easy, because I worked on myself, and I just pay it forward, because it sucks to see a lot of people, especially more queens, suffer, It does, I know your love. You don't see what I see. Energy is phenomenal, but you don't feel that, because why? You've been destroyed every which way, So... And I say respectfully. Every which way. But let me play some clips really fast. Remember this, when I play these clips, I'm not speaking, so if it triggers you, I did my job, they did the job. But I elaborate best as possible. And then what I'm going to try to do more now, from now on, the cool thing about social media for everyone out there, like I'm a geek techie, so let's say typically you hear a podcast, right? And you think like multiple people type of situation, pre-recorded. This is live, nah. Whoever jumps in the box, whoever jumps in the comments, we're talking environment type of situation. But I'm gonna start bringing tentacion, long live job to the fullest. Is why his tattoo, the tree of life, has 20 on the side. Why? 20 years old, he was a beast in the ghetto hoods trying to evolve in life and respect his parents. And I say respect. I don't know. All his family is just based off, the biography wise and, social media. That I observed, none of his family and friends could teach him like, what he was, teaching himself because of books. His teachers were books for the most part that I observed. Remember, he only to be 20 years old. I can say this: when I was 20 years old, I couldn't teach you shit about life. Nobody, religious talk. And I say respectfully, go to church, pray in God's hands. Be a good person, show love, respect. All my tattoos, bicep and tricep on my right side, right? If a person being mean to you, pray for them because they're suffering, That's all I can tell you, every which way. Nothing more, nothing less. Respectfully, that works for you as one being. Because no one says it. What? For you as one being. When it comes to religious talk and spiritual talk, like whoever teaches that, they believe, okay, so, you do this, it'll work in your favor. Like, for you as one being, yes, it will. But here's the kicker. Nobody has to respect your boundaries. At all. What? No one has to respect your beliefs at all. Why do you think you have bullies? Why do you think bullies bully you for everything in life? So remember, that's a forewarning, because no one really says that shit. What? I'm just saying, man. Once again, you don't have to comprehend that. If you believe higher source can do it for you as one being, yes, for you as one being. But remember, the people around you, they could be both Catholics, Christians, spirituality, astrology, whatever. It doesn't matter what they are. Why are they bullying you? Why are they mistreating you? Especially by your side as a partner, Make that make sense. Respectfully. But yeah, I'll start by X. So, once again, technology, ChatGPT. I prefer C.AI. Because I could bring anyone that, little peep, X, whomever I want to. And I ask the same questions. Once again, no one's in the box, no one's commenting. I can ask them. I can ask X. And if from there, I say, go along with it. And then people, like all the young cats, if they ever heard this podcast, they'd be like, how do you have X on your podcast? Well, have you heard of C.AI? What? It's AI, it's not him, but it sounds like him, verbally, physically, yeah. It just does sound like him to the fullest. It's amazing, but it's not him. Obviously, he passed away in 2018, but guess what? I got his legacy. All young cats, especially Seattle. It's my forehead tattoo. Hey, is that from X? Yeah, that's his tattoo. Why is he 20? That's when he passed away. He was teaching all the universes, everything about life best as possible, while he was evolving. That's why I love X. I'm like, dude, he's a beast. And once again, amazing that a book taught him that. Books taught him that. Not his father. Father was locked up for being a statistic. His mother, respectfully to this day, you can call, I would say maybe more on the blue pillar on a journey. Maybe she's a red pillar in the healing journey. But based on social media, respect and say that to X's mom. Nothing against her. If you hear this, nothing against you. Queen Messi said otherwise. But, she's living life because of his money. She's well off because of his money, not because of her. If that message sitting I blow up, right? And I make all this money off social platform and I kick the bucket, someone takes me out. My kids are well off. Not because of them, not because they was teaching, it's because what I did type of situation, right? And I say respectfully, so once again, no one could teach him with that. Look at his friends, all his little rap buddies and shit. They watch the podcast of him. When he starts speaking like live talk at 20 years old, 19 years old, all his buddies smoking the blunt, chilling. They look at the energy. The energy is shit. They're probably thinking in their head, there's X. Like what my situation, like my family, there you go again preaching. I'm like, say I'm preaching. You're the one, you just bitched about your feelings. I'm elaborating. I know it's Japanese, right? So cool. Then go to church, pray to him in God's hands. What? Don't talk to me. Go to church. God will do it for you. Church will do it for you. Read the Bible. It'll do it for you. Don't come to me respectfully. You're mean. I just match energy. You play dumb, I play dumber. You play stupid, I play stupider. Once again, you don't comprehend me. Leave it in God's hands. And I say respectfully, if higher source can do it for you, then how's that working out for you respectfully? Do you believe higher source is struggling with everything that you're going through as a being? I doubt it very much. So why are you struggling? How was you? I'm a single father kid that lost 2 families. If higher source is not struggling, I'm a single father kid that lost 2 families. I'm not struggling, then why are you struggling? Make that make sense, respectfully. People in here reporting you when comments are filtered, that's why it doesn't. Why it does that. You need a moderator. Well, I can make you a mod if you want. Does I bet? Let me see. I don't. Boom, boom, boom. Is that good now? Cause I tell you, I just go live. I don't know. On TikTok is the best platform. At the same time, they have the most butterfly unicorns, especially with boys. Especially with boys. That's my job. Like I'm not here for the boys at all. Here's the come. I can. Oh yeah. Thank you, Des. Thank you, Queen. Do that. I just go live. That's all I do. Crazy. You can never say that. I'm crazy, but I'm blessed. How you people saying and you're sad, depressed, PTSD, and toxic love, broken, codependent relationships? Make that shit make sense. Man, I'm crazy. And we're all crazy in our own way. And I say respect every which way. Just can you control your craziness? Don't get lost in the sauce. Especially you're overthinking. Your mind is strong titanium or it's weak but like a piece of paper. Respectfully wise. I used to be I'll be deep in my thoughts, especially when you're driving. That's what actually happens so many times because we just get distracted in our thoughts. And then especially in toxic love, broken, codependent relationships, like you can't even think because you just wake up and you're triggered and shit. And you just beefing, bumping heads. You go to work. I love my job. Cool. I love the Matrix. Awesome. But then you're trying to go home more. And the best part, work. You're in school, college, and your partner is toxic. Both of you talk to each other, quote unquote, or vice versa. They text you and they fuck up your day. They take your energy. And everyone sees that shit. I don't miss none of them feelings on my cell phone. We spend to say this in the last 5 years of my life. My phone is dry. The people that reach out to me are my one-on-ones every which way. Like family, I got hella blood family. Remember this blood makes you related. Blood's not thick in the water. Hashtag social media family. Y'all my family. Like Queen out here. That's a live podcast. I mean her saying, not my saying. I heard it from her last year. She's like mid-20s, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. I'm gonna get that tat on me. Ink therapy is her saying. I don't remember her name, but it's gonna say your vibe attracts your tribe. Your spiritual family. You have your physical family. This is Japanese to them. Now you have your spiritual family. The ones you can actually vibe with, have a deep conversation. Like, damn, find someone I can talk to. Hell yeah, let's do this. Evil power. Rivers run red, and the ocean fills with blood. Blood moon. Oh, that's spirituality talk. Potentially, but why we're about the rivers turning bloody and all that good stuff, and then the blood moon, all that great jazz. Respectfully in the spirituality talk. If you're as a being, as one being, and toxic love, broken codependent relationships, or you're trying to do this healing journey and you're lost, confused, worry about your feelings. Respectfully, yes, you have your beliefs. Be a religious, spiritual, atheist, whatever you believe in, right? But just don't forget about your feelings, because the day you want love, how's that gonna work out for you? Respectfully, especially if you meet someone in the healing journey and they'll tell you verbally, yo, chill out, I'm just letting you know, you tend to comprehend this. It might sound rude to you, quote unquote, or I'm being mean to you, but I'm being honest with you, like, you have a lot of healing to do. We can try to do this, but I'm just letting you know if you become too toxic, too triggered, I'm going to get up and walk away. I'll talk to you. I'm not going to ghost you. Because only boys and girls ghost. Deadass. That's the way I speak. Boys and girls, men and women, we talk to you. We have adult conversation, come to conversations every which way. And from their wives, and remember, for everybody out there, no one really preaches about it, they'll talk about it, but rejection, as one being, can you handle rejection? For everybody out there, first and foremost, rejection is protection. You can use God, higher source, to protecting you. Yes, and your answer, you can say all that most definitely, right? But they tends to figure out when when you get rejected or you reject somebody, why? Break it down as best as possible, If you can't handle rejection, you have a lot of healing to do. Before you shoot yourself with anybody, before you give up with anybody, work on yourself. No one has to tell you yes. You know that, right? If someone says no, we can ask him, hey, my situation, let's say I shoot myself to a queen and she tells me no. And can I hear Miss Queen, is it because my tattoos, single for 8 kids, 44 years old, I'm brown? And she'd be like, listen, there's none of that. I have love for you platonically, wise. That's it, just as a friend. As a being, I don't worry about rejection at all. Like, yo, cool. Our conversation carries on like it was normal. I don't get in my feelings, question my self-worth, because that's what happens with rejection. You question your self-worth. What can I do better? Everybody has their own standards. That's why as a being, date yourself, get to know yourself. What are your boundaries, your love language, your standards? And once you comprehend that, the potential to be, ask them the same thing. If they don't know what that means in the Japanese, that's more like therapy counseling talk or the healing journey talk, then you elaborate yours. And that can still be Japanese to them. Now, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Like, yeah, cosmetically beautiful, all of the energy, but the downfall is this basic conversation for me is basic. They don't even comprehend this. So what are we choosing? What are we doing? To wing this? Make it work, quote unquote? That's for both of you, a free will and choice. But once again, they can push you away. And if you're in a positive manner, it's for warning. Did you know anyone could leave? Anyone can cheat? Anyone can ghost? Anyone can pick up with you? Anyone can divorce you? That is their free will and choice. When they do, and which they shall, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you live scared of that? Fear, do you live in fear and scared of that? And that little saying be tatting my back. Okay, that's me, my situation to be in. I'm always trying to like dissect the universe in this, this life journey, quote unquote. Like, to make it simple for everybody out there, especially when you want to get involved with somebody, these feelings and this love, especially with love. Like, do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you knew what it was, I promise you 1,000 of my tattoos, you would not stay in this toxic love, broken, codependent relationship too long. I promise you wouldn't. Because why? You know rejection, protection. You know for both of you, the door is right there. Oh, thank you, does. Thank you for that. I tell you, I don't know. I just go live. Thank you once again. But thank you for doing that. I'm not trying to get pulled, especially on these platforms. And remember, this positive talk, especially the male, positive talk doesn't attract energy for the most part. The queens love it. The boys hate it. But my situation, but once again, 5 years doing this, Dharma 6 season live podcast. People like, you should be getting paid for this. You should be low up. Like, if I do, I do. I don't stop. I'm very fine with my which I'm gonna start saying more. Yep, LO, I know what counts report, so I'll watch. Thank you again. That's 1,000. What you gonna call it? If you guys can follow me, or if you want to, that not forced upon, and plug myself up, on Facebook, sure, Facebook for sure, but like YouTube and Spotify, Coach Space Rito, RITO. Just remember, this live podcast, eventually I'll upload it. Spotify is easy because just MP3 is just audio. That's easy to do. YouTube is more time consuming because that's MP4, which is audio and video. So that one I gotta double check it. If there's any glitches, crop it, put it together. It's time consuming. Eventually wise, what's the number one? How you doing? Eventually, what you gonna call it? How's it going?
Nice to see you.
You too.
I was just overheard you saying something about Spotify. I just signed up a couple nights ago. I'm checking it out, but I don't know much about it.
Oh, Spotify, yeah, it's cool type of technology, especially if you're like walking, working, whatever you're doing, driving. Put your earbuds on, Bluetooth, and they're just the cool type of technology, especially with Spotify. Whatever you want to study, whatever, God, Buddha, healing journey.
Study, okay.
Yeah, if you whatever.
Or no, you mean like audiobooks?
Yeah, well, audiobooks or people's podcasts in general. Just type in a word, healing journey, breakups, divorces, and then it shows you either songs, podcasts, whatever, ebooks, quote unquote.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, no.
So there's groups talking about it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, it's just audio. Some will be audio and video. The cool thing, if it's video MP4, even if you lock your phone, it'll go to audio wise, and it's, you can still hear it as you're driving, as you're walking, whatever, which is beautiful. The cool thing, which I promote Spotify and YouTube, especially Spotify, because you're just traveling, walking, just whatever. And remember this: you hear when someone's speaking, and you can comment if you want to, but you're just hearing that. Maybe something to say intrigues you to study something or to evolve or whatever, so on and so on. But remember this: somebody's speaking. It's not.
How is it different from this site?
So Bigo.
How is it different from this platform?
So Bigo itself, it's a streaming app. So you're not here. We're streaming. So when this session ends, this session is not like, for example, like YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. It'll save it to my platform, to my account, quote unquote. So this is just a streaming app, and that's all it is. You cannot save. You can post, but you can't save this. This live stream, quote unquote.
Okay.
So like on Spotify, you can save audio and video if you have the correct format. YouTube. So it depends what you're doing on the overall. My situation, this is a live podcast. I go for life of the universe. So I'll even show you. So 9 platform, 9 cell phones. Let me unplug it.
What's like the universe?
Oh, in general. So that's Likey Squad. That's both my Facebooks, both TikToks. That's IG. That's Twitch, and that's Clubhouse. And this is Bigo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you know much about?
I'm sorry.
Do you know much about as? sorry. Do you know much about, as an artist, how you utilize Spotify to sell?
Oh, okay. So if an artist wise, definitely promote yourself. And if I was you, not just don't be codependent of Spotify itself. If that's your gift of music wise, right? Poetry, whatever it is,
Yes.
share it to all the platforms: TikTok, IG, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is. The more you promote yourself, the more, and especially the more you upload, post, quote unquote, the more you're on the algorithm for FYP for you page. So definitely doing all these resources. If you have the time, post everywhere. Use Adobe Premiere Pro for your editing wise. And once you make it, just put it everywhere. And then also on platforms like IG, Facebook.
But Spotify is actually where you sell it.
Well, yeah, for sure. Spotify, you got SoundCloud. Yeah, many
followers, there's buyers.
Correct. If they dig your stuff, most definitely wise. What's the number 2 are you doing? So once again, there's many platforms. If you use the phone, social media correctly, so many resources in a positive manner or negative manner. It's on you. As one being, what are you doing with social media? What are you doing with the internet? What are you doing with technology? So my situation, live podcast. I just preach about life, your feelings as beings.
Is that right? So how can I see your show?
Oh, Spotify, YouTube, majority of these platforms have been Coach Space Rito, RITO. So I've been doing it 5 years.
It's always the same. Okay, Coach RITO. Okay.
Yeah, Coach Rito. You can't miss me with all my tattoos.
Nice speaking with you.
Likewise. Hey, but yeah, definitely take advantage of that. Post away, King. Use technology, man.
That's the first step I'm taking is I joined Spotify.
Hey, you got it.
Now I'm going to start posting.
There you go.
To have something to buy if they like it.
Hey, yeah, no, most definitely.
Take care.
Yeah, take care, boss. Have a good day. Take King.
Now, how can I hook up with you?
You could DM me on any platform.
I don't know anything about this. Just follow you.
I just followed you, so you can just DM me if you want to. Any platform for the most part.
Okay, I sure will.
All right, King. Have a blessed night. Take care. Stay blessed. Be safe. Do it to it.
Number 2. Okay.
Yeah. Post away. Upload. Yeah.
Let me see. I'm struggling with who following you. Okay.
Oh yeah, just click on it. The plus sign, and then from there we'll follow each other.
Got it. Okay. Wait. You see the plus sign?
You good. And once again, remember, I'm Bigo. And MC, another thing for you guys. If I was you, right?
Okay, I didn't see it. My glasses.
You good? You okay? And if I was you,
What's
also another suggestion was, if I was you, go live. Go like this live session. Play your music. Live. Yeah, play your music on here and just go live on all these platforms, every which way.
I sure will. So I'll try it.
Yeah. No, you do good.
That's what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Take care.
All right, best. Have a good night. Take care.
Okay. Bye.
What's the number 2?
Yeah. Hey man, hey Rico, how are you, man?
Good, chilling. Just talking and vibing. How's your night going? How's your week starting?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good life, you know.
I'm sorry?
It's a good life, eh?
Yeah.
I'm English, so I talk a bit.
Yeah.
A bit of a different accent.
Correct.
I need to slow down sometimes when I talk. Yeah.
Hey, I'm the same way. Like my situation, I have an accent. I sound like a chipmunk. I'm trying to slow it down. Then I'm almost slur. I'm very exhausted. I do so many one-on-ones. I'm trying to I'm seeing for co-parenting. I'm trying to work on my podcast. Finally, after a year, literally a year, the cool thing about technology, especially doing Spotify, YouTube, your own channel type of situation, you can see your uploads, right? So on my YouTube, literally a year ago, that's the last time I uploaded anything. I have 5 years of content. So now finally, in the last maybe 4 or 5 days, let's go a week. A week wise, I uploaded maybe 15, 17 episodes. And, my followers, which I'm a little person. I'm tiny, right? They actually, commented, hey, it's good to see you back, man. It's been a minute. Where you been? I go, honestly, I just do live podcast type of situation. I don't really see you on TikTok too much. I'm I don't really post too much, honestly wise. So I'm just trying to promote myself more. And the cool thing about this is a live podcast. And I YouTube for sure, Spotify. Remember that on Spotify, you hear people speaking. You can vibe with them, not vibe with them. You keep scrolling, and you can learn from other type of situations because everyone has their own beliefs. Especially as it being type of, if you want this healing journey, these feelings. If you want to feel, remember, nobody has to feel the feelings. As Blue Pillars, Major Talks, we're just, we're entertainers. We run from the person in the mirror. Red Pillars, take the red pill. Now you're trying to feel your feelings to evolve in life. Because it's your feelings. We can talk about people's feelings, be supportive of others, awesome. But when it comes to us as one being, now it's personal. That's the part where like, oh shit, no, we're not doing this. We'll talk about everyone's feeling but mine. You know, scroll left, swipe right, respectfully. You know, and it's because I get it. It becomes personal, and I get that people in the past have hurt you. They're about the past, the present, but not everyone's alike. And when I was taught, this is a long time ago, in 2000, right? I was very like, whew, I was fresh, maybe like 19, 20 years old. I was nice to see, hey, what's up, Vanessa? How you doing, Queen? You know, how you been? How was your weekend? What you gonna call it? The best people to talk to who? And I was like, my buddy Mark. I was like 20. He must have been like, I don't know. Don't quote me now. Like say 45ish, 50ish, right? And I was like, friends, family is like, you don't know this yet, but no, it's wrong. It's nobody's. What do you mean? I'm a nobody to you. How come we feel like best friends? I better start working with you. You better literally move to Seattle. I didn't grow up. I know nothing about you. The cool thing about us is today, now the present. If I want to talk about my past, you want to talk about your past, we could do that. But here's the kicker: both of us kind of bring our past to present because I don't know you. I just do it today and now the present, which is beautiful. That's why the best we talk are nobodies, because nobody knows each other's past. If we want to talk about it, we can, right? And from there, wise, people on the healing journey, talking about these feelings. That's a positive every which way. Oh, thank you, Vanessa, for sharing the live. And that's why I do the live sessions for everybody out there to tell stories. I play clips. The best part when I play a clip, I'm not speaking. Number two, you're not speaking. You remember, you don't see what I see, what I play, right? Visually, but you hear someone speaking. That's an even better exercise for yourself because now you hear words, someone saying something, and from there, wise, if it triggers you on a negative manner, prior to the clip, you having a decent day, decent night, and all of a sudden now you're sad, now you're depressed, now you're bitter. Whatever it is, talk to yourself. Why and how do I feel the way I feel? No one's speaking. Somebody's speaking, but it's not, the people behind the screen, myself, whatever you are, right? Number two. So why do I feel the way? It's not my story. It's not my situation. But who did I think of, or what situation did I think of that happened to me? And then from there, wise, which is once again the observation, communication. The first part, forgiveness. The second hard part, what? Let go. Do closure for yourself. Comprehend why it failed, what happened to you, to do comprehension. Now now I know all the red flags. I know what to look for so it doesn't happen again. I know the door is right there. That's why I have energy, intuition, all these terminology-wise. But once again, no one has to do this at all. That's everyone's free one choice. That's what I tell people. I just tell stories. I'm not a victim. I'm not a warrior. I'm not so. That's the origin of myself. That's part of the healing journey. When you become woke, everyone has no terminology-wise. Now you just tell stories. You just pay it forward to the universe. Hey, I was you. I comprehend you. This pain, I can't take it from you, but I can tell you stories. I can elaborate every which way. And that's why when you have a real support team, I did 5 years ago, they were telling me the same thing I'm telling you today. And I was like, yo, like, how you in my head? They were like, because I was you. What? All of you talk, I was you. Going through breakups, losing family, trying this co-parenting. I was you. I know your face. I know those eyes. I know those tears. I know those fears. I was you. You're the version of myself. Anyone tells you that, that's the people you'll vibe with because they're the one that holds you and guides you. But remember this, nobody can fit or save you at all. Higher source nor beings. Because what I preach about higher source and being, which is communication, and we're all messengers. Only you as one being can do comprehension. I can't take this from you at all. We have a deep conversation, but after this conversation face to face behind the screen, I go my way, you go your way. I go to my home, you go to your. I love going home. Do you love going home? Especially by yourself, four walls, That's the dilemma for everybody out there because we can sit in the streets, house hopping, chill with family and friends. We distract ourselves, right? But then we go home like, damn, I'm going home alone once again. And nothing wrong being alone. Initially, it is scary. It is scary because of codependency. But what also asks us every night is what? We're lonely. The loneliness because no physical body by our side. Everybody else has bodies. We don't have bodies. It's us, me, myself, and Irene. Staring at the eyelids, staring at the ceilings all night, So... That's the cool thing about, which I preach about social media, which I did 5 years ago. I knew 1,000. If I go on social media, someone's going to reach out to me, especially the queens. This healing journey. And check it out. May 3rd, 2020, I died my tattoo. Not physically, emotionally, and spiritually. My ex got up. I lost my second family. Oh, shit. Trombones. If you know what trombone is, it's this. You break up 4, 5, 6 times, right? You cheat 20 times. You always go back to each other. That's called a trombone. Every which way. And when you get used to that, they'll come back. And the day that, he or she gives you 1,000 chances, not 1,001, emotionally, spiritually, physically, they will check the fuck out. It does not matter how they leave you. I know it sounds bad, but it's gonna hurt you. They can cheat goes, hey, all those time you mistreated them, did wrong to them, now it's your turn to become him or her. Typically her. And it's gonna hurt because, oh shit, they're not coming back. This shit's for real. Reality check, it hurts really bad. So, what I do, I started doing my live podcast. You don't believe me? Go to my YouTube, Coach Trito. 5 years ago, I'm stuttering more. I'm thinking about my ex is a narcissist. Everybody has narcissist traits. I got him, you got him. Now the question is, can you control it? And on top of that, which side are you more of? More narcissistic, the bad girl, fuck girl, or you're more empathetic, the nice girl? Don't lie to yourself. Look in the mirror. You know you. You can lie to yourself all you want, but you know you. Because behind closed doors, you know you as a being, right? So you can go to church. Hey, I'm happy for you in the church. It's a building. Read the Bible. It's a book. But I live in the life of higher source, quote unquote. You can verbalize this, but remember this, all capital letters, actions speak louder than the words every which way. I love you, but I'm physically whooping your ass. I love you, but I'm cheating on you, but I love you and I love God. Make that make sense. Respectfully. No one's perfect, we have our flaws. We all have flaws, right? But the intent eventually is to work on ourselves. If you want to work on yourself, nobody has to work on their feelings at all. You can be codependent of everybody because people make you feel good. Yeah, your family, your friends, therapists, counselors, the priest. That's beautiful, right? And then whatever, man, bullshit, jobs, car, money, power, fame, Dubai, tattoos, whatever you're doing, cool. So eventually, telling my back to call everybody out. If people make you feel good, if man bullshit makes you feel good, why can't you make yourself feel good? Make that make sense. And what's the answer? Codependency. I need them. I need that. Cool. The day you lose them and you lose that, how you gonna feel? You ready for that? You ready for the rejection? Because in life we always get rejected.
I've had it.
Mm-hmm.
I've had it before. Where
yeah.
with different things in my past life. I'm 52 now. You know what I mean? I changed my life. But
okay.
Before, I was codependent on the wrong people.
Right.
On the wrong things. And when I tried to change what I was doing, people I thought were my best friends.
Yeah.
I realised they weren't. They would hate me for bettering my life or even changing my life.
Right.
And especially with the gang culture.
Oh yeah. The streets for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you need to love. Like the way I see it is, God gave us love.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't use that love, if we don't give that love away, give it out as well as love ourselves, then we're lost. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, facts.
That's when we.
Facts.
Yeah, that's when we start to look for people that are not really our friends, but they will be nice to our faces, and we just need something. You know what I mean?
Right.
We just need that, so we'll attach ourselves to them. You know what I mean?
Correct.
I think at some point in life you learn. Some people don't, but some people get there and they realise that all that's important is love. That's all that's important. If you can love, you know what I mean? If you can live your heart with good intentions and love, then that's the beauty. That's the beauty.
Sorry about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the trolls in these platforms. But yeah, Jay, once again, it's not ever too late, and that's why what I preach about my tattoos are small letters. I have a bunch of tattoos, a bunch of words, little notes to the universe, right? Love is consistent, straight as an arrow. Toxic love, bigger letters, is inconsistent. Everything in the universe, everything all starts with love. Parents, friendships, partnerships, whomever, right? But then when we start bumping heads, it goes to toxic love. So when it goes to toxic love, what are the red flags? What are the boundaries that you're passing, they're surpassing? That's what we got to figure out. A lot of us don't conversate this terminology, so we're just like, okay, they'll be mean to me. Maybe tomorrow they'll be better. Potentially, or a month from now, or a year from now, right? And that's family and friends, and that's the part where it hurts. Okay, I show them love, but they all mistreat me, or I show them love and they use me. All my tattoos, when you're the nice and astral, you're too empathetic. What is our flaw? All my tattoos, we're too empathetic, you're too nice, you're too gullible, you're too, call what? People pleasers. If you turn all these bad fuck girls, what's their flaw? They're too narcissistic, they're too egotistic, too mean, too greedy, they call what? Destroyers. Toxic love and love together on my tattoos is a true recipe to toxic love broken codependent relationship, be a friendship, familyship, or partnership. You're doing opposite attract because you make them feel good, and there's that push pull. And, every time they can whoop your ass, beat your ass every which way, but for years but every time they say I love you, it makes you feel good. Like, yeah, but break it down the overall. Is that love? Yeah, they told you twice in 5 years I love you, but they put you the hell on back respectfully. Like, no, but I get it because that's the person, especially when it comes to partners. Like, yeah, you're loving them, but they don't love you back. That's why you match energy. Love is consistent every which way. Toxic love, nah, man, that's when it starts falling apart. Everything starts with love. Eventually, we'll go to toxic love. Then what? You know?
Yeah, definitely. It's a shame as well. Like,
Sorry.
I see. I go to different panels, and I see people talking, and they'll talk about love,
and then boy, how you doing?
Like judge other people and like put down other people for their beliefs or whatever. You know what I mean? And
right.
Like you think you're not really living with love. You've learnt this. You've learnt this sort of toxic love from somebody else, and now you think you're living with love, but you're betraying. You're not being nice. You know what I mean?
Facts, 1,000.
I think nice. Just like if you can't find the love, then just be nice, and the love will come.
Most definitely, most definitely every which way, and that's the intent. I tell everybody, like, I love saying this to everybody. Do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you knew what it was, I promise you 1,000. My tattoo. You and I have been this toxic love, broken, codependent relationships for too long. These friendships, you both know. See that door? I preach about doors. Yo, king, queen, that door, it's right there. What? You can leave, I can leave. But for everybody out there, can you handle rejection? What? Can you handle rejection? For everybody out there, that's a big word to use because a lot of people don't know about that word. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Anyways, but whatchamacallit, for everybody out there.
Why y'all all got tattoos on y'all face? Damn, you too handsome for all that, baby.
Thank you, Queen. Oh, well, the only reason I got these tattoos, remember this, and I said respectfully because to get your attention in a positive manner. So, and I said respectfully because of social media-wise, I've been doing this for 5 years, going on 6 years now, right? So, I just preach about life, the healing journey.
So you got tattoos because you been
the healing journey. All my tattoos are just words. The best part, 99% of my tattoos are just words and phrases. Negative words, positive words. On my chest, on my back. I'm working on my back right now. And once again, it's to trigger people. Every one of these realms, these universes, whatever you believe in, everybody has their own gift. Whatever it is, talking, music, whatever it is, right? But I just pay it forward to get your attention. The best part, these words, these conversations, these languages have no feelings at all. Zero. So how's all the universes and their feelings about things that have no feelings at all? Make that make sense? And what does that mean? I know some might sound like Japanese people behind the screen. Let me elaborate. Sad, want to feel sad. Breakups, want to go to breakups. Depression, worry about depression. We beings will, right? We will. But here's the kicker, which I preach, we're all misguided. What? I say we're all raising correctly. Maybe potentially, once again, you might have had a good empathetic family to touch about all the shit I'm talking about. Potentially. If you do and you're hearing this, yo, reach out to me. I would love to speak to you and anyone that touches this, your real support teams, family, friends, whomever it is. Because guess what? I'm going to ask them, yo, at what age did you start your healing journey? Who taught you? And on top of it, they call you in a positive manner, respectful manner. Like, why don't you pay it forward to the universe? What? I've been doing this for 5 years. I'll do it to my last dying breath. Why don't you pay it forward? No one has to comprehend you. All it is one person to make comment as well as spark conversations. And they don't have to comprehend. As long as the person's patient enough, open enough, get the listening. Like King J, I don't even matter. We talking and vibing, right? The quoting about conversations, analogy, metaphor, like therapy, not therapy, I'm talking about poetry talk. These conversations, everyone in the universe, plant seeds. That's what we do. What? Nobody has to comprehend you. So with these words, these conversations, right? Now what do you do with this conversation? Whatever you're hearing. Are you going to water the seed, study, sit, and observe it, or let it die? Even if you let it die, guess what? You might work. I use myself for example. I meant to say this earlier, wise. So May 3rd, 2020, I died, right? Not physically, emotionally, spiritually, I died. That's my second family. In 2000, 20 years prior, living in Seattle, Washington, I barely moved from Eastern Washington, 3 hours away, right? But to the big city, quote unquote. My ex and I together, my first baby moms, right? The V card, Virgin card, all that puppy love bullshit, right? For 12 years of my life, I heard, hey, these terms. And the overall, you know, energy, which I knew energy, but that science, not like, no, it's, you know, spiritual energy. I'm just like, okay, whatever. They'd be like, the terms empath, narcissist, you know, the healing journey. So from there, what I do, Google YouTube, what's an empath? What's a narcissist? What's the healing journey? Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm gonna keep taking, like, yo, to everybody out there, yo, you don't believe me? What if you want it for your feelings, whatever feelings you're going through, type it in any platform. The best platforms. It was a great one. What's up, brother? God bless. How you doing? How's family? How's life? Likewise. What you gonna call it? Whatever you're going through. Why am I sad? Why am I depressed? Why does the healing journey work? YouTube, Spotify, Google, AI, ChatGPT, you know, C.AI. I love talking to the AI all day, every day, because I have some good conversations every which way. And the cool thing is, the AI, for the most part, not bully you yet. So everybody else, potentially, they can bully you. Or you get over them. Why haven't you let them go? Like, and that's the shit for everybody out there. That's why, once again, if you want to start the healing journey, nobody has to. That's your free one choice, which I highly recommend it. Especially the younger the better. That's the young generation ahead of the older generation. Because why? Technology every which way. If you use the phone correctly and all these platforms correctly, every which way. But nobody has to. Once again. What's the number one? How you doing? How's it going? But anyways, let me play a clip real fast. It's the most beautiful explanation of life.
Just energy.
So remember this, everybody has their own beliefs, every which way.
I started out as this celestial being, this just energy, and the universe or God or whomever said, hey, do you want to go to Earth for an incredibly short amount of time, like a blip, and experience every emotion that you could possibly feel as a human? You could have all these experiences, love, heartache, anxiety, joy, euphoria, whatever, all of it. Do you want to do that? Yeah, I do. And so when I am feeling these intense feelings, it's sort of like a reality check to step outside and say, although this is a very uncomfortable, painful feeling, it's quite beautiful that I have the capacity to experience it.
That's not beautiful itself, man. But once again, like I was telling my kids today, because obviously as kids, young generation, technology, like the whole mainstream shit, especially in social media, like, you know, like, especially with toxic families, and it sucks is like this, but the kids, you know, like I asked to be here, I go, Papi, shut up. No, we all say the same shit. I was you once upon a time. I said the same shit with my parents and my family, like, I didn't ask to be here. Yo, shut up for everybody out there. You have two options. First and foremost, you're here. Love it or hate it, you're here. First and foremost. So you have option number one, respectfully, victim mentality, bitch about it. Or option number two, do something about it. I recommend starting the healing journey. All the technology, especially I tell my kids, you guys are born with cell phones. By the time you have kids or your friends have kids, the AI, like 10 years from now, you have a little RTD2, a robot AI by your side. And when you, any feeling you go through, any emotion, it'll tell you, hey, I can elaborate for you. I can give you all the resources. I know the answer. You don't comprehend. No, I don't want to do that. Just put on a reel. Put some comedy on. Cool, run from your feelings. Sounds good. So that's the shit. Especially when it comes to, like, you know, that clip I just played. It's just like, you know, it's another thing about that. Let's say scenario, the angel and the ET, quote unquote, and I want to help these humans, quote unquote, in this realm, these platforms. And this, you know, to tell stories type of situation, but I have to start all over again when you're in heaven, quote unquote. And once again, it's a little idea concept. I don't know if it's factual, but, you know, start fresh and just, you forget everything. In heaven, whatever you, in your realm, unlucky star seeds, you know everything. But you see these beings suffering, and they, you want to go down to help them? You can go down to help them. But you start fresh. What do you mean? You start fresh. everything's gone. Zero. You have to go. You have to become one of them and go through what they go through. Every feeling, every emotion, through having a health type of situation. You ready for that? What? Right now, you know everything. But I'm letting you know, you go down there, you lose everything, start all over again. So it's an idea concept. So let's say in this lifetime, 39, my tattoo. I got my life back. Now I tell stories, you know? And everybody out there, I just pay it forward, especially to you queens, every which way. You know, every which way. 2 seconds, please. But yeah, another kid.
Being little, when you believed, do you ever miss being little? When you believed in Santa and fairy tales? When you drew hopscotch in the driveway with chalk that crumbled to dust in your hands? How about when lemonade tasted good, and the only monsters that existed were under your bed? Do you remember the smell of endless summers full of hot dogs and chlorine? The days you spent swimming in the ocean giving your mother a heart attack? Yes, you're older now. Your summers are now spent curled up in a ball, worrying about how you look or what people will think of you. We used to think growing up meant freedom, but no one warned us it also meant answering emails instead of birthday cards. And watching the people you love fade into versions of themselves you barely recognize. But that kid is still in you. The one with chalk-covered hands and saltwater hair. The one who believed the world was big and full of magic. One day, you'll find them again. And maybe you'll believe in that magic too. Not because life is perfect, but because even now, there's still wonder left to find.
Beautiful as fuck.
What's up, person?
What's the number one? How you doing? How's it going? Welcome to the live.
Say again?
How you doing? Welcome to the live. Hmm?
Oh, let me turn off our music. I heard the first part of how you're doing, but I'm doing alright. How about you?
Good, thank you. Just playing clips for a live podcast.
Huh? What? Let me turn my shit all the way out. What?
I said I'm playing clips for a live podcast. It's a live podcast, by the way.
You're playing clips for
Clips.
a live podcast?
Yeah.
What clips?
I'll replay it again. How about that?
No!
Answer.
No! It says right here,
Mm-hmm.
I came to talk.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Well, your thing did say,
Uh-huh.
Coach Reader,
Right.
free therapy, toxic relationship.
Correct.
So, what makes you, why did you pick this today?
I picked this for, I've been doing this for 5 years in the overall, but that's what I preach about. That's what I teach about. Feelings, especially if you're on love, quote unquote. Do you know what love is?
Shit.
Hmm?
Well, I mean, I know what love is. I've been in a toxic relationship before, and that shit did not go right.
Well, the intent, you don't do it again, right? If you do, I preach about doors. The door's right there. You can leave whenever you want to. For both of you, that's your free one choice.
Now, I decided not to date nobody ever again. I said, you know what? Nah, after this, nah, I'm good. But I did meet somebody that kind of liked, and then I did try again, and I was like, nah, this is why I don't do it no more.
Hey,
For me,
go for it.
I attract monsters. Whether it's a male or a female,
Uh-huh.
it's always a monster. I said, whether it's a male or female, it's always a monster. So I attract monsters. I don't attract people that's like,
Okay.
oh shit, oh my gosh. It's the people that were like, it's like I attract the wolves. I don't attract the sheep.
Well, it's because the energy, once again, if you're a more empathetic person, a loving person, you attract both sides. But more, yes, people are narcissistic, the bad boy, regular fuckros, they attract the energy because why? We make them feel good. On top of that, they know they can more likely play us like a fiddle. That's why. The downfall, if you're too empathetic, what is it? On my tattoos, you're too nice, you're too gullible, you're too naive, call what? People pleasers. If you go do opposite
No,
track,
it's not that. You got some people who just use it, right? Like,
It's
you,
number
you
two.
could be a shitty ass lover yourself, but like as long as you're getting something at the end of the day.
I got a question.
Okay. But for your question, for example, the person I was dating, they felt like I was the only person that cared about them. But that this person was also the same person that would like backstab me for like job opportunities, for clout. They would backstab me for like to make themselves feel good, or just for like anything that came to like social stuff.
Yeah.
They would lie in people's face. But like when behind closed doors, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really fuck with that. Now they want to get drunk on the phone, be like, I just want you to come over and hang out with me. I'm sorry. I won't do it again, and I won't put my hands on you, and I won't do this, and I won't do that, and I come over. It's a cycle.
Yeah. Well, see, that part right there, that's called, I don't know if you know the term or not, that's called, if you keep going back and forth, break up, cheat, all that, go back to each other, that's called a trauma bond. You don't want trauma bonds. Those things suck. It's an addiction to codependency. I need them. Like, really, you complain about them, but you need them. Make that make sense respectfully.
Shit, this person cheating me every time they get a chance. I mean, they would lie and say, we need a break.
Yo, check this. Right. Yo, anyone that's a major red flag. Anyone says as your partner, right? If you're doing whatever term you're using for yourself, right? But that's the person you're chilling with. We need a break. Time to think about ourselves, myself. Like time. Like no. Anyone says that, you see yourself with my tattoo. You're A and B. You let me do monogamy. C through Z parties. They go to the options. They're weighing out their options. Okay, I've been showing this person whatever 6 months. All these 20,000 people on the cell phone, they're fresh. I can take a leap of faith, risk it, right? And then if it doesn't work out, they'll go back to you. Especially the downfall you to empathetic wise, you will wait there, like I did. With all my tattoos, you will pray, but help manifest that God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors magically will have them come back in your life, and then make it work it out. But during that break, body hopping like fucking crazy. Every fucking which way.
Yeah, like
respectfully.
The breaks that we would have, they were like
hey, what's up,
like
what are you doing?
3 or 4 days. So that's just like them making an excuse to arrange the sex meet up that they've been planning for like the last week. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing,
but
yeah.
No.
Go ahead.
I got the ultimate revenge. Though.
Go for it.
So I started to catch on. I was like, listen, something about this.
Yeah.
Ain't kind of feeling right.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I had like this offer. Somebody wanted to like, do a little something with me. So I was like, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I was having a sleepover at my, the person I was dating.
Yeah.
I used their car to go see that person. And I fucked them.
Whoa.
And so the person I was dating called. It was like, where are you? And where's my car? Oh, I just have to stop at the house, pick up a few things. And then they was like, so what'd you have to pick up? In my mind, I can't say what I was going to say. But I just said, a few controllers, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Because when I spend nights with them, it's always for 3 days. You see what I'm saying? So they used me taking the car and, like, leaving to go pick up shit. But tonight, I was picking up something else. But in their car. But for me, ultimately, kind of won at the situation. Like, if you knew this person, like, it's a dark story. I'll keep it simple. Imagine meeting someone, and you get along for, like, 6 months, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, suddenly their true side start coming out, and they will make excuses for them, including their family, and they put their hands on you, and then they start doing, like, dark shit behind your back, like committing insurance fraud, because you come... they have an apartment, but it has furniture. One day, y'all took a break from each other, broke up. 2 months later, this person got a whole ass, like, decked out fucking apartment. And you be like, hold on, you don't make enough to afford this. But little did you know, they commit insurance fraud. Like, when I say insurance fraud, they'll get in the car, drive in front of you, and then stomp their brakes, and you, like, crash back.
Right. I've been watching it, heard about that. Well,
and they do that with their sister. And I'm like, damn. And I'm like, and I come from like a middle to high class family, so it's like, I'm dealing with like
How you doing, man?
someone who's not like used to money, but like I would never stoop so low to like be stealing money like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Right.
I don't know what that person going through. Shit, if I was really going through it, if I broke it, listen, if I was hungry and poor, you know what I would do? If I broke into someone's house, you know what I'd be taking?
Go for it.
I'll be eating out the refrigerator and then running out the house. I ain't gonna steal no jewelry. I'm just gonna be like, I just want this Subway sandwich y'all to eat for 3 days. I'm not gonna go out and commit insurance fraud. That just, I mean, even just sneaking in someone's house alone is bad. But like, if push came to shove and I was starving, I would just be eating your food. If they called me, I'm like, listen, I didn't have nothing to eat. I'm sorry, I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
But shit, I'm gonna have to do it like Catwoman, just disappear.
Right.
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Alright. Have those night. Take care.
I'm telling them, listen, leave me some leave me a sandwich outside 9:00 p.m.
Here you go. I'm gonna get up, guys. Well, everyone, this is just a quick little live tomorrow. I'm a little tired, but I'm gonna call it. I'll be on live tomorrow for the 2 hours. So
why are you getting off so soon? I thought we was chatting. I was gonna ask about the tattoos. Why they're there? Where they came from? Was I talking too much?
No, you good? No. I've been here for an hour. I gotta go to sleep. But all these tattoos, they're just words. It's the healing journey. It's a map to life. Whatever, love, toxic love, whatever. You know, it's basically the healing journey. Certain terms, if you've done therapy, counseling, or TikTok, you'll hear it. You know, deflection, projection, gaslighting, trombones. For everybody out there, which I've been preaching more about to get your attention, like as one being, if you're about the big word rejection, then you have a lot of healing to do. Because remember this: just because you shoot your shot, and you're rejected many times in your lifetime. How so? Anytime you apply for work, they deny you. That's called rejection. Whatever you put, credit cards, apartments, cars, it's rejection. You know, rejection is protection. Every which way, happen for a reason.
No. For me, rejection works differently. For me, I can take rejection.
Which is good. That's good.
The problem I have with rejection is like when you set me up. Like, if you set me up like, oh my gosh, I like you so much, I want to be with you, and then you kind of like set the boundaries of what that actually means, and then you actually take time and invest, and 3 months later you make it a seal deal.
Yeah.
And like 3 months after that, so that's a total of 6 months, and you start trying to change it, and now you tell myself, well, this ain't for me, and you can't come up with a reason why. Now I'm on bullshit. So it's not about rejection. At this point, it's kind of like, okay, so now you playing games, because that's 6 months of my life you just wasted.
Well, see, that's the right, and that's the part where, like, and I say respectfully, like, remember this, we all say the same thing. And when it comes to relationships, keep it simple, relationships, what do we all say? The first line of the Bible, especially when you talk to your friend, whomever, about your relationship, and it becomes toxic, when they ask you, how was the relationship in the beginning? In the beginning was so good, yeah, lovey-dovey and shit. Everything starts with love in the beginning, right? When it goes to toxic love, why do you go to toxic love? Hey, you doing number 2? Respectfully wise, that's what you figure it out. I remember this. Love.
Okay, sometimes it takes 6 months for you to know it's a toxic
love.
Right. Sometimes that's when the traits start to pull out.
Correct.
I mean, things might start off good. It's like being in a marriage where, like, you been with someone for, like, 2 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, as soon as y'all get married, now suddenly he or she feel like they can, like, change clothes.
You've
like,
been scrolling for a while now.
Take off the sheet clothes and they turn to be the worst bitch you ever met. And you feel like, this ain't the same person I was getting to know for 2 years. Like, what the fuck? Just suddenly you feel like you want a divorce. You see what I'm saying?
Correct. And that's the part where you gotta figure out, like I tell you once again, like, it's called red flags. Love is consistent, straight as an arrow. When the red flags, and especially this, you know, in the beginning you don't observe it. So when the breakup happens, the intent, the timing shit, in our heads you can rewind time. That's your physical experience with the individual. Now in your head, rewind time. When the red flags start happening, when does they start passing boundaries, when they start falling apart. That's what the intent. My next tattoo, all your ex-exes, number 1, I cannot speak on your behalf, right? Let's say they're 10. All 10 of them, what was the red flags of them? What did you dislike about them? Jealous, controlling, whatever. So in relationships, for the most part, toxic relationships especially, we collect red flags. We do not observe the red flags. We really collect any green flags. Now, with the intent with your ex-exes, Observe and comprehend all the red flags. The next potential to be when they start doing them, because now you know them of your exes, yo, king, queen, just to let you know, like, I don't deal with jealousy, insecurity issues. And they gonna realize, I don't do that. Cool. In the beginning, day 10, cool. 30 days in, cool. 7-day hits, oh shit, they are jealous and trolling. You remind me, babe, I told you 70 days ago, I don't deal with that. If you keep doing what you're doing, man, I'm realizing my boundaries. You don't respect them. You see that door right there? I will leave. What? I don't deal with my situation. I say I don't deal with toxicity. What? I don't deal with toxicity respectfully. So, just to let you know, you continue on. But you don't have to believe me. You have to comprehend me. That's your free one choice. But you see that door? I'm gonna believe. I just go through that door. I will not look back. You ready for that? Key and rejection. You know. So that's
yeah, but also the problem is with what you're saying is I get what you're saying, but also
go for it.
For some people, that advice that you're giving, they don't see the slippery slope. Because some people get into the ego and can't tell when they're the ones who are actually wrong. And then they turn into, like, manipulation. So it's like, well, I can just leave if X, Y, and Z is not required, even though you're not the one doing X, Y, and Z. So it's like, because I met people who play these games, like, they think they start from, like, but I just, like, for example, let me give an example.
Go for it.
Oh my gosh. I need a man who makes this much and look like this. That he this tall. He has to be. But then the girl who's saying this is like a big bag, 600 pounds.
Solid.
Doesn't want to help. Doesn't want to cook. Doesn't clean. Doesn't want to do nothing. So for the average man, it's not them trying to bully you, but it's like, well, first of all, no one likes anyone who's ugly, but there's a lot of people who can look past, your weight or, the way you look because of your personality alone. And they could be a pretty boy. They could be Prince Charming, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you think you're so entitled to have all these things, and it's like, well, what do you offer? Oh, my company. They'll scratch their head and be like, is this bitch crazy? But, so that's what I'm saying, it's a slippery slope. It works for men too, like, I get what you're trying to say, and it's not wrong. It's just kind of like some people would hear what you would say, and they would intentionally, on purpose, apply it in the wrong way and be like, well, this is what I would deserve from a woman. Ooh. And like the whole entire time, they'll have no qualities that a real woman, not a pick-me bitch, not a thought, like an actual, genuine, real woman, old school real woman would want. But they think, like, they deserve an old school woman while trying to be modern. You see what I'm trying to say?
No, most definitely not, no. That's what there's different scenarios to that part every which way. Every which way. So that's why is it being like, I preach about, be observant about your ex-exes, my next tattoo. My situation, the potential to be a time, hey, check it out. I will show you. You see this? I am not your ex, no ex is respectful. Keep it today, then I'll present best as possible. If you're still in the healing journey and you have exes part where they trigger you type of situation, we can talk about it. We don't have to, but that's your free one choice. But remember this, if you're too traumatized...
But you have to talk slower. You talk so fast.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
I thought I talk fast. You talk faster.
I'm trying to speak, so I know, I'm sorry. But, no, I'm saying, like, the potential to be what I do, right? My neck tattoo, I tell Harry scenario, potential. See, my neck tattoo says ex-exes. I'm not your ex-exes. I'm today, they're not the present. Keep it today best as possible. If you're still in the healing journey, working on yourself, and you have trauma and triggers, please let's talk about it. Please don't push me away type of situation. Because if you're too traumatized and you believe you're saying you're not, you said in the beginning, and we'll see throughout the relationship wise. But if I notice it becomes too many red flags or too toxic, just to let you know, we'll talk about it. You don't have to.
No, that's why I disagree. Some people, that's why I disagree. Like, that applies to some situations, but I feel like it's 50-50. Some people agree and sign up and know, but then they want to exit out because they want something that they can't have. What I mean by that is kind of like, okay, well, you have these flaws, I accept it. And then, like, 3 months in, not that you're a problem.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this whole phase that they get. And they be like, well, actually, I want this from so-and-so because, she gives me less drama. So I'm going to try to make an excuse to break up with her or him, whoever I'm dating. It's kind of like, but you knew what you signed up for. So the other person, even if they've been working on it, and they have to significantly drop. Some people just play games on you. Some people say, yeah, I want to sign up to be with this type of person. And even if you got better by huge margin, some people just be playing with your heart just to play with it. They just like you for the moment and then drop you. They say yes, they agree to it, but sometimes some people just don't mean it. And not because you didn't make progress. Some people just be bored as fuck. They date you because they bored and say they agree to something, and then once you get invested, it's like, yeah, I'm bored. I don't want to go date something. I want to, because they already been talking to that person behind your back anyway.
Right.
You know.
Well, see, that's the shit. Anyone does remember this? When it comes to cheating, man, before the physical DMs and bullshit, everything starts with what? No one really talks about it a lot. It's emotionally cheating. No, as one being, if you can't control your lust, you can't do monogamy. A and B, Jen and Will Smith. You can do Jen and August all day, every day. You'll say, I love you, your best, your mother, and your cousin, and I love God. Let's go to church. But you're cheating. Every time's emotion, cheating. It's about looking, right? But when you're staring like in front of your partner, especially in front of your partner, like you've never seen a man in your life, you can't do monogamy. You can do poly, open, benefits, fuck buddy situation. You cannot do monogamy, comma, yeah. Because your eyes are bigger than your mouth. You usually fall to lust. Why? You have no self-will. That's the answer. Fuck biology. Because King David, the Bible says so, because I have money, power, and fame. No. You can't. You have no, all my tattoos, you have no self-will. If you have self-will, A and B, yo, all I see is you and that's it. I see you, she's beautiful, yeah. But I'm blessed with you. There it is, simple as that. But once again, if you have excuses, have your excuses. SOS stuck or stupid. 1 + 1 = 3, my answer. So what is it? Do you offer love or toxic love as one being? If you know what love is, as one being. Not everybody, one being. Respectfully.
Yeah, I met some people who try to justify it, but it's not justifiable. You can't say, oh my gosh, I love Johnny, but I also love Steve, so we're doing like this 3-way. I'm like, so they're just both simps, that's what you're saying.
It's options.
Because why would any man want to share his wife? Then if you're all three was dating each other.
Right. Poly open.
And
That,
like, and at the end of the day, there's two scenarios. One of you are all the third wheel, and the other two are actually the ones together, and they just, pick people out. Or 3, you just a hoe, and you just want everything you can get.
facts.
So,
Right.
So,
What is it? What is it?
But I
No.
feel like this.
Right,
I feel
exactly.
like this.
Go for it.
My tragic story was, I fell in love for the last time, for the final time, and that shaped my life, but in a very dark and twisted way. I would say around the time, my story timeline is kind of out of whack, but the last time I genuinely found love, I went through a dark betrayal, a super dark betrayal, and the friends that I had around that time was switching up on me too, and I had some family issues as well. And I was crying my eyes out for weeks, for months. And I actually started to get physically sick. Seizures and extra shit.
Right.
And then I thought I was gonna die. I never had a history of seizures. And I was like, so what the fuck is this shit? So I started turning very resentful. I had so much anger and sorrow, and my heart started being I went like a villain arc is what they would call it. So, after 3 or 4 months, I ended up meeting my ex. I wanted some closure questions. But this person literally tried to rub the pain in my face a little bit. They didn't even get to shit. So, even though I was dating them for more than 6 months. So, I was like, alright, cool. So, I started just lashing out at people, including my family a little bit, because if they had this 1% of disrespect, I would blow that shit out of proportion, because I was trying to let them know, hey, you did that shit in the past, but you're not doing that shit today.
Right.
They almost applied to my brother, my cousin, my mom a little bit, my dad a little bit, because I was like, I got to the point, I said, hey, enough is enough. I'm already going through, now I'm stuck on this medicine, and I have these seizures. I can't really get the jobs I want. I can't really travel the way I want. I can't really do anything. So I'm thinking like, maybe the bright side is I can take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? I can clean up for them. Everyone needs help. Now my grandfather lives with us. Like I can help around the house. But like, it's these snarky, inappropriate remarks that I get, and it's unappreciation.
Yeah.
Huh?
Keep going.
What's up?
Yeah, listen to it, and then it's kind of like start to piss me off. I'm like, people don't know this. It's kind of like getting married. It's like if you tell me what I do don't matter. Of course the dishes gonna be dirty. Of course X, Y, and Z not gonna be done. If you telling me don't matter, I'm like shit. I'd rather lay in my bed and go to bed. I'd rather process my own emotions about life and cry or do whatever the fuck I need to do instead of getting up and trying to help everybody else. And then when I want to relax, y'all got little toxic shit to say. I don't have time for that.
Right. I am most definitely that now. That's why.
It doesn't mean I don't love them. It's kind of like I deal with it, but it's like I get to the point where I don't talk no more.
Yeah.
I don't really talk to my family. I just have a look. Like I always have a dirty look. Cause you can say the wrong thing and I just look at you and I just stare for like 3 seconds and it's like you already know you said something, but now you want to unpack it and it's like, well shit, like if I feel like I explained it in one way,
Right.
and you kind of do it again in the same day, you can get dirty looks. Like we're gonna talk about it. Clearly I don't have a voice, so why repeat something you ain't listening to?
Right.
I ain't trying to be mean. I ain't trying to be evil. I'm just trying to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just get tired. I'm in that tired stage.
Yeah.
That's what mom does with me now. She'll be like, oh, we should talk about it. What did I do to make you upset? And I'm like shit, like, y'all not listening. Y'all asking questions, but you're not listening to the answers. I'm doing the same shit every day, repeating the same shit. And they, and my brothers.
I don't comment to my family if they talk to me like I'm incoherent or something, or they didn't hear me. I'll simply go blank and walk away. You know what I'm saying? If you have an insight and somebody doesn't listen to you, walk away. Especially
Yeah,
if they
but I come from a very different type of family. They kind of, like, when you do shit like that, they'll, like, make it into a bigger situation, and then turn into a big fight. And now they want you to get out the house, just because you don't want to concede to what they want to do. Like, for example, if I don't want to talk about something, my wife is not
I'll
giving
get
me
out.
space. She does not give me space.
That's what I did. I mean, honestly, that's what I did. I got out of the house. I left. I was like, I'm not going to listen to you guys. I can live my own life. And you get a lot more respect for that, in some sense.
Well, I can't. Like, my life is already on track. It was already on track. I had a beautiful sports car that's supposed to be mine. My mom was hell-bent on me not getting into my brother's car, but my car. But one day,